Hey everybody, Sylvia K here, and today it's a little bit rainy, so I really can't do anything much outside. So since I harvested these pineapples out of my yard the other day, and I only have a couple more real tiny ones since I really didn't take much care of them, mainly because my big pineapple patch blew down with a tree, and they're kind of up in the air with the roots, but I did manage to get a couple. So I just went and picked a couple of limes off my tree, and I am going to make me a real small batch of pineapple jam with these. But I'm also going to be making some pre-made cake mixes and stuff. And this was the first go around. I only harvested half of my beets, and I got these dehydrated, and in a couple days I'll go and harvest the rest and get them washed up, trimmed up, and dried up. And also I've got some new potatoes in the dehydrating that I'm going to use at a later time to make scallop potatoes, and I'm also going to make a dry pre-mixed scallop potato mix. So I'm going to get busy cutting up these pineapples. And both of these are white pineapples, and a little over a month ago I was at Wally World, and there were some tourists there from Europe, and I was making a complaint about how expensive the potatoes were getting, and they couldn't believe it either. And I asked them if they had gone to the farmer's market and stuff, and they said yeah. And they said they wanted about $50 for a white pineapple that was grown here. And there isn't anything ultimately special about white pineapples. It's just that they're a little lower in acid, and also they might be a little sweeter, but that's neither here nor there. They all taste the same to me. But just goes to show you that people are just taking advantage of people left and right outrageously. And just because you live in Hawaii, where you can grow a lot of different things, doesn't mean it's going to be any cheaper. And I don't think that the pineapples at the store are any big bargain deal either. But like I said, I grow my own pineapples, but the next time I go to the store, I'm going to have to check to see exactly how much a pineapple is. And other than possibly the farmer's market, the pineapples that you're going to buy at the grocery store weren't grown in Hawaii anyway. And a lot of times in my videos, I make mention about it being another dreary, crappy day in paradise, but actually, paradise just wouldn't be anything without rain. And there are so many people that are suffering all over the world because of drought, and people better get a grip and start getting a plan ahead what to do when there ain't no food at the grocery store. Because I'm telling you folks, it's going to get serious. It's just going to get real serious. And even though you're not seeing it right now, you will. You just wait. So use a few of them brain cells and get busy thinking something up in the way of a plan. And also, I don't buy a whole lot of prepackaged foods or anything like that, but I heard from someplace that you might want to start checking the ingredients on a lot of things that you're buying, because they're starting to use a filler in the way of insects. And the insect that they're starting off with is crickets, and that's protein, and I imagine they're good for you. There's not eating bugs has been big practice all over the world for many, many years. But when it comes to America, you know some shit's going on. Probably the main reason why I whine and complain about the rain sometimes is that I just can't go out in my yard and work. But I'm grateful for every little drop of it. because where I live and where half of Hawaii lives, they wouldn't have any water unless they bought it. Most of Hawaii, on the Hilo side, except for maybe downtown, I don't know, lives off a catchment. So if it don't rain, you don't get no water. Now I've got my pineapple cut up, and it turned out to be just about 3 cups, and that's what I need for this recipe. So to this I'm going to add a cup of sugar, and I'm going to squeeze out one of my limes here, just to take away a little bit of the sweetness. You can make this with Splenda too. Oops, that's not what I want. Now with this jam, you can use it as a ice cream topping on pancakes, cheesecake, pretty much anything you want. And I'm not going to water bath can this today since it's going to be such a small little amount. So I'll just keep this in the refrigerator, and it should last about 3 months. I'll put that in there for now and see if I need to add some more, which I probably will, because these pineapples are really, really sweet. And I'm just going to put this on the stove after I get it all stirred up and cook it for about a half hour till it thickens up somewhat. Okay, so I cooked my pineapple over a low, slow flame for about a half an hour and stirred it every now and then. And now I'm going to use this immersion blender and get it put in the pot. And I'll store this in the refrigerator, and it should last about 3 months. Like I said, you can use it for a multitude of things. Now, while my pineapple jam was on the stove cooking, I went ahead and made up some homemade pre-mixed cake mixes. And this one here is a vanilla cake mix, and this one right here is a chocolate cake mix. And I'll put the description for the recipe in the description box. But the way I do my canned goods and stuff that I put in jars, I just put a piece of tape on the bottom stating what it is. And anyway, this one here won't fit in a quart jar. Is kind of big, too big. So I just put it in these seal-a-meal bags and vacuum sealed it. And I'll put it in my big container in my pantry that holds all my baking good stuff. But these cake mixes will last equally as long as store-bought cake mixes you probably have in your cupboard anyway, and they'll be a lot better for you. They don't have a lot of preservatives and crap in them. So, anyway, I'll let my pineapple tops wither just a little bit, and then I'll pull off their bottom leaves and I'll plant these, and I'll have some more white pineapples in about another year or so. it takes pineapples about 18 months to fruit, just like it does bananas. But anyway, I hope everybody's well, and I hope everybody's thinking about some alternative heating method for the coming winter if you live where it gets really, really cold. And if you can catch any rainwater at all or tap water and store it, that might not be a bad idea either. So that's going to be all there is for today. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.